Még vagyok harccal. Meg. Hasonlóan.
Nagy szarosz, vagy játék indítása.
Nem játék indítása. Beállapsz egy kicsit?
Játék indítása.
De melyik?
Hát elindult már. Történet, árkád, párbaj, történet, jó lesz.
Azt alapvetően nem mondod.
Normál.
Ez kurva jó game.
Benne ASUS 1910.
Nem kapcsolom le a kamerát, most röviden most.
Easy boy.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Fejhallgató.
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell. It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, haha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Stay here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Who's that?
Is he with us?
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Fire at will! They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
Hey, we have one behind us! Stay on it! Cover
Joey.
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Show yourself, coward! Mert képesség bontott, amit most is elkövethetsz, vállalat egyetlen 3 képesség kategóriába és vásárolja a bal szélső közül.
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off.
Send these some bitches running! Kill him! You'll die for this, you hear me?
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Satoshi.
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do you?
Indeed, darling. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
You can't take us all on!
Hagyjuk ezt, Süki.
Hagyhatjuk.
Shoot that bastard!
Kapott 2. Tetszik ez a játék, azt kéne, ezzel nem is játszottam még annó, ez mikori game? Halljak meg, mindjárt megnézem. A grafika is tök jó.
Én tudtam, hogy tetszeni fog neked.
Lassítás is kurva jó benne, a izék is. Mikori game ez?
És van több része is.
Nekem csak ez van meg. Call of Juarez Gunslinger 2013-as. Gomez School. Ennek be kell majd szereznem a többi részét, mert ez kurva jó, ez nekem tetszik. Hány része van? Van 2005-ös Call of Juarez. Van Bound in Blood, Tekertál, és ennyi. 2005, 2009, 2010, volt a utolsó ilyen rész. Aha. 10 éves játékról beszélünk, és tök jó. Redder Terte zsivány. Mi van?
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Jó az attlevető.
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiots!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Watch your flank! Where'd he come from?
Ow!
Their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
I'm done with you.
All right.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Hát most nem horrorra játszunk, Szatucsi, ez most nem jött be. Ow.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear.
Deader than a rat in a trap!
I passed Dirty Dave.
You think you can kill me too? How about that?
And upstairs I found Billy and Charlie Baldry.
Gyilkosság 21 évesen. Vág az eszem, mint a borotva gyors tisztelő.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window!"
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of.
És ilyen
Anyway, we were
történetet
surrounded
mesél
by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling few Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming.
I think I got one! Where the hell did I get?
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side!
Hozzám képes duplangos a játék. Hol tudok beállítani? Így jó lesz? Úgy rohadt jó a játék, ahhoz képest a 2016. 10 éves játék, és tök jó a grafikai, kicsit ilyen kis rajzfilmes. A történet az kurva jó, van egy fejvadász, ilyen kis vadnyugatos 1900-as évek eleje, és elmondja, hogy mi történt 20 évvel ezelőtt, vagy 30 évvel ezelőtt. És akkor leülnek a kocsmába, és akkor ezt a történetet mondja, és ezt a történetet játsszuk mi. Rohadt jó. Vannak külön skillek, külön izék. Tetszik, jó pofa kis game.
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. Directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Büdös források, kegyetlen módon üldözte Billyt, a kölyköt és bandáját. Garrett és csapata a büdös forrásoknál lévő elhagyott kövül épült parasztháznál akadt a nyomokra, és körbevették az épületet. Billy csapata különféle banditákat gyülekezetéből át, közéjük tartozott Tom Pickett, Billy Wilson, Charlie Brown és Piszkos Dave, Rudabow. Börtönszökés hajtott végre. Lincoln megyei háború gyakran a területi háború egyik legkevesebb védelmének tekintették a nyugat történetében. A területi háborúk olyan konfliktusok voltak, melyek a nyílt terület vagy földterület ellenőrzéséhez zajlottak, amit szabadon használtak marha legeltetésre. A viták általában a legeltetési vagy vízhasználati jogokról szólt, de ebben az esetben a harc Lincoln megyei rövidáru kereskedelmi ellenőrzéséért folyt az ellenségeskedés a Dolan Murphy csoport és az újonnan érkezett angol John Tunstall közötti érdek ellentétből robbant ki. Először megpróbálták jogi úton megoldani a vitájukat, de hamarosan a konfliktus két fegyveres banda közötti harca alakult át. Murphy és Donald olyan törvénykívüliekkel álltak kapcsolatban, mint például John Kinney és bandája és Jesse Evans, akik a ruhájuk miatt a fiúkként voltak ismertek. Ők voltak a felelősek Tunstall haláláért, mely a konfliktusok központi mozgató rugójává vált. A másik oldalon a regulátorok álltak, William Bowney, más néven Billy, a kölyök velük lovagolt és bosszút esküdött azon férfiakon, akik meggyilkolták tansztert, mindkét oldalon voltak különböző felesküdött igazságügyi tisztviselők, így aztán technikailag mindennyien a törvény keretein belül jártak el, miután a regulátorok legyőzették, néhány tagjuk szám kivetetté vált, és csak úgy, mint Billy, a kölyök ide előtt erőszakos halált haltak. Kemény! Szevasz Szabikám! Ó, már mikor? Hát még a Tomival még formuláztunk még utána. Hát mondom, másfél óra volt a tesztstreamed, a Daisy előtt, a Daisy után meg másfél óra is vége volt. Utána volt egy 2 órás formula, kb. Másfél órás. Előtt volt közte szünet. 2008-ig voltak nagyon jó játékok, onnantól eléggé lefelé megy, úgy vettem észre a minőség. Ja, hát attól függ, hogy milyen játékról van szó. Meg attól függ, hogy mi érdekel engem. Szerintem a minőség nem ment le, csak sok a játék van, ami engem úgy nagyon nem vonz. Returnál, meg vannak olyan játékok, amiken rohadt nehezek, és amúgy azok nem is érdekelnek. Most ez a fejjavító megvédő hullám nagyon üti a biztosítékomat. Nem csak játékfilmekben is. A filmeket nem is szoktam nézni, inkább sorozatokat szoktam nézni. De filmből is nézek egy-kettőt, aminek például van folytatása. Amúgy szevasz Szabikám, változóban inkább urvázom ritkán, hogy szűnnek. Ja. Na amúgy ez a játék 2013-as 10 éves játék. Ennek a Call of Juarez nekem van a sima, a 2005-ös, van egy másik, ami 2009-esek, 2011-es, meg ez. Ezt még valamikor ingyen húztam be. És így tök jó pofa a játék, ma arról szól, hogy bemegy a kocsmába egy 1910-et írunk, bemegy a kocsmába egy fejvadász, mindenki körbe meghívlak egy sörre, ja mondjál ezt sztorit, és akkor elmond egy 30 éves akkor Juarez, oké. 30 éves évvel ezelőtti sztorit mesél el, és akkor miközben meséli, mi ezt játsszuk. Szóval tök jó. Nekem tetszik. Új szint. Ez egy Das is new szint. Az mindig jó, ha több tapasztalatpont jár.
Many would have fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna make you bleed. Oh!
Kapta. Volt nála valami? Nem. Olyan, mint Don Juan. Az is Don Juan. Oldalt tekerős, forgócsövű géppuska van benne. Erre anno azt mondták a vadnyugati GTA. Az jó játék, szekeres golyószóró. Ugrásba! Dupla revolverrel.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Csak öv alá kell célozni. Lapátkezű. Pat Garrett.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
Jó. Tartsd az ellenfelet fókuszban. De jó a zenéje. Ez jó kis igazi vadnyugat. Amikor az ellenfél a fegyverhez nyúl. Jó, hogy ezt ilyen gyorsan kellett volna. Azt hittem, ilyen tájékozó bemutató jelleggel fogja mutatni. Nagyon lassan mozog a egér. Hát ez double headshot! Fucker!
Killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables.
See what? Double easy. Jó. Ez kurva jó. Nem így történt. Jó, menjünk vissza, forgatókönyv. Átírás. Mondták mobilos vezérés, az volt a neve, hogy 6 guns. 6 guns. Jól emlékszem. Lurk. Itt ez a fos. Szerelhetek. Oké, addig lurkoljatok.
Stepped inside and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not
Nekem mind a
Billy.
kettőbe jön. A lovagokkor. Abban inkább a reneszánszkor.
Boy, that was just the beginning.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid. It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too. My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Mi ez Szabikám?
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Tízes Whitney sörétet. Hangos, mint a mennydörgés. Simán ketté szakít egy embert. Popoligen sörétese.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hey.
Shot Jim Bell!
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Oh my God! Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell.
Na bakker.
Up in arms. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell did the kid escape? Garrett's gonna kick our ass! I can't have gotten far! Gotta be around here. Kill him already! Billy broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
How?
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
around somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Surrender yourself.
Vagy. Jajajajaj. Fász meg, hogy te fönt vagy. Tudok úgy menni.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Okay.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free. So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Nice.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy. And all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
How the hell did he get away? Let him get away! Take him down! I'm putting you down!
Aztán itt nincsenek ilyen izék, nyitható, vagyis csak töltények vannak, itt nem is kell csinálni semmit, csak menni tovább.
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go.
Szabika, mik ezek a kocsik? Gangster kocsi, érted? Szabikám, itt vagy? Azért átértem.
And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Ezt meg gyakorolni kell. Ez a fókuszálásnál nem úgy működik az egér, ahogy kéne.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day.
Ezt tetszik.
That Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
Oh.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
Cowboy. Oh.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for Old Man Clown.
I hate fucking running.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead. And I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They were pouring great numbers from above and rained down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to them.
Hold on, were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to find my way past these other assholes first.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
He's getting away!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
No one will ever find you here!
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going. And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven, I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. That Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know.
Jé! Fő alkatrész, törés, karbantartás nincs, mehetek másik gépsorra. Áááá, Szatucsi!
And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunted. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wild
Annyira régi 10 éves játék.
My fury knew no bounds.
De a többi részét is ki akarom majd tolni, csak ez volt meg nekem már mióta ingyenesen. Mert 13-as, van 2011-es, 2009-es, meg 2005-ös. Ezt még egyszer se toltam ki. Mondom, talán nem olyan hosszú a game. Tetszik is a játék, amúgy rohadt jó. Meg volt a Peaky Blinders, akarom majd folytatni kitolni gyorsba, utána meg csak Witcher. Witchert addig, amíg ki nem visszük.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs, "Clanton, I'm coming for you!" A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest. Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come.
Most miért ment ez le? Mi a helyzet, kolbász?
But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun.
Banyák, lehet, hogy a TNT-t kéne rádom.
Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me. Son of a bitch!
What? Mi van? Féljövök!
Apparently one of the cowboys made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps, and that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Mi a helyzet? Colby? Hát megkokult a kolbász. Aj, kolbász.
Elkombaszolok.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo.
Igazi kolbász vagy amúgy.
I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Somebody's coming!
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bright?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. First, I need to tell you about the cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys. Curly Bill took charge of the cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Oh.
They murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Hú, de jó volt, hogy megfújta.
Killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the cowboys identified each other, and I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
Don't let him get away with that! Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed, and that's what drove me forward.
Baszki. Ezt úgy lett volna jó megcsinálni.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Ow. Most megint az izé... Nek vitt el a csetet.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
A puska, ez jó. Meghagyom a 6 lövetőt. Ha mégis többet történt. Merre kell mennünk erre?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Erre megyünk?
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Kill that stupid son of a bitch! Hit the dirt!
Élvezzétek!
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Kill them already!
Jót szóltad. Úgy megvan? Oh yeah.
I'm tired of being shot at. There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open. Time to dance with the devil! You working for one earth? You're... Come on out, son!
Baszki!
Lucius gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Haha, hogy mentek a idők? Következő sorban. És a golyót kapjam. Johnny Ringo.
Bill, ez volt a PC.
Oké, 1882.
It's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Fucker.
It's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Kemény. Elsőre nem sikerült.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did.
Eltűnt a kolbász. Megnézzük, hol tartunk ebbe a gémbe. De most én nem tudom hirtelen megtalálni. Sikike, hogy bírod?
He was just being loyal to a friend.
Henry Plummer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his...
Itt vagy, Csüki? Itt vagy, Csüki?
Most jöttem be.
Ja? Mondom, meddig bírod még?
Nem tudom, majd szólok, hogyha nagyon nálus leszek.
Hogy akarunk nézni még videót?
Nézhetünk még.
Ma akkor itt folytatjuk majd.
Jó van.
Nem egy hosszú játék, 4 órás. 4 órás játékról beszélünk most, figyelj, holnap ebbe beletudunk. Még egy másfél órát, akkor elmegyünk Peaky Blinders-ezni.
Úgyis jó.
Azt utána megint, meg megint, azt utána kb. Kitoljuk mind a kettőt. És hát ezt biztos kitoljuk, mert nem tudom ki, akkor ezt még pénteken is folytatom. Ezt a kettőt mindenféleképp ki akarom tolni, utána csak Witcher, amíg ki nem toljuk az alapjátékot. Alapjáték megvan. Ez jó volt, tetszik. Ez a Sikoly 2.
Miss Prescott. Segíteni önnek. Tegyen a fegyvert.
Hát átmegyünk hozzá, majd végig azt hívnak. Valami film megy. De jó, elírtam. Na, létek. A célzó csatorna letiltotta a raideket. Mi joga annak, hogy letiltja a raideket? Akkor nem raiderünk hozzá. Tudunk raidelni mókáshoz. De ott van
Nem.
támadnád így fel. Ők a te pilótáid. Ha bármi történik velük, sose bocsánat.
Az a gond, hogy mindig jó film megy.
Ja.
Most játszik benne, ki ez? Aj. Mindig elfelejtem a nevét.
Már nem Mitchell százados a kiképzőjük, és mától újak a küldetés paraméterei. Az idő a célpontig...
Mindjárt mondom, hogy ki játszik benne.
A völgy szintjét csökkentett sebességgel érik el, nem lépik túl a
Tom Cruise.
Uram, így a gépeik nem fognak megtámadni minket?
Nos, hadnagy, van esélyük harcban legyőzni őket. A hegynek ütközést nincs esélyük túlélni. Magasabbról fogják belőni a célpontot, az északi fal szintjéről. Kicsit nehezebb lesz a célot.
Foxconn is filmezik. Akkor átmenjünk oda? Úgyis átszegott az izé is réden. Most tudom, hogy kell leírni. Jó van. Holnap találkozunk, srácok. Lehetek rosszak? Szerintem elég korán. Úgyhogy... Na pau. Blacklettihez. Bár Blacklettit nem szeretem sajnos moderátorai miatt. Tudja, már le voltam oltva sokszor. Na, lehetek jók. Olyan 11 dél körül találkozunk. Na pápá. Jó melót, Szatucsi.